Hey y'all, I'm Lauren and welcome to Cantina Cast. Today I'm going to be giving y'all a very brief, non-spoiler first impressions of Jedi Battle Scars by Sam Max. This book is not yet out. It's going to be released on March 7th, but I did get a chance to read the arc before it came out. So I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know kind of like if you've been on the fence about if you want to read this book or not. I just wanted to give y'all some information that might help you decide if it's something that you want to check out. This video is just going to be very brief first look, some initial impressions that I got without giving anything away about the plot. The main background context of this book is that it does follow Cal Kestis and the crew of the Stinger Mantis. This takes place after the events of the Jedi Fallen Order video game, which came out back in 2019. So if you played that video game, then Cal Kestis is already very familiar to you, and the characters that we're following in this book are going to be familiar to you as well. It also takes place before Jedi Survivor, which is going to be the new game that's coming out that's a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Survivor's coming out right now. I believe they're saying April 28th. But just recently, that date did get pushed back. So at the time that you're watching this video, it may or may not still be April 28th, but it's coming out around that time, most likely. So this novel, Jedi Battle Scars, it is the midpoint between those two games. So it sounds like because Jedi Survivor is going to be jumping forward in time, this novel is filling in those blanks of some things that we missed in between those two video games. However, even though this novel is based on the game and the game characters, if you are not much of a video game person, if you didn't play Jedi Fallen Order, you can still get a lot of enjoyment out of this book. You do not have to be into the games to connect with the story and to read it and have fun with it. If you've been hearing the name Cal Kestis mentioned and you didn't play the games and you're kind of like, who is this guy? I think this book is a really great way to learn more about him. I feel like every time in a Star Wars TV show, when we're starting to have speculation about if a Jedi is going to show up, Cal Kestis' name is often one of the ones that people are theorizing and speculating about. Like I remember his name came up during Mandalorian speculation before and also during Kenobi speculation. So if you've heard people mentioning him and you're like, okay, I want to know who this person is so that way if he does show up in a TV show, I already have some background. And this book is a really great way to learn more about his character and to kind of get to know him if you're not wanting to commit to the games. But Jedi Fallen Order is a great game, and I expect Jedi Survivor will be too. I know a lot of people have been really excited about it. So if you're into games, the games are definitely worth checking out. So that's kind of a little bit of the context of who this book is covering and why. And I'm going to give you a very general summary of the book now. There's no spoilers in this summary that I'm about to give. It's really just giving you like some of the main plot points so you know where we're going. So when we pick up in this story, Cal is with the Stinger Mantis crew, and these people, they are really, really family at this point. There is a very strong found family element that runs through this book, and you really do see that in the way that the crew interacts with each other and the way that they support each other in their mission. And they're doing various jobs together. Really, anything that they feel like is going to be a thorn in the Empire's side, they do take under consideration as a job that they might want to pursue. And that's really kind of their driving force at this point when we pick up at the beginning of this book is what can we do that's going to make things harder for the Empire. And so they are still going about their missions, but there are some things that are starting to change amongst them. One of those key things being that there actually is a new crew member who joins them at the beginning of the book. This crew member is a stormtrooper that is deserting, and when she deserts and joins them, she tells them that she has some information that she feels is really going to be valuable to them in their goals against the Empire. And this information that she has, it is risky to act on it. So they have to decide if she's worth trusting or if the risk is worth it or kind of what they're going to do with what she's bringing them. And the reason that it's so risky is because if they act on the information that she's bringing them, there is a good chance that they're going to run into the fifth brother, the Inquisitor. Now, I'm going to give you some of my very general thoughts about the book. Um, Again, no spoilers at this point in the video either. Something that really struck me about this story is that Sam Maggs does have a really fun writing style. Like the way that she writes and gets you inside the head of the characters, it does help you connect with the characters very quickly. And even though it's third person point of view, y- through that narration, you're still able to get such a great sense of the characters' personalities too, which is something that I feel like is really unique about her style. And something else that really stood out to me in this story is that Cal as a character just really, really shines in this book. If you love Cal, then I think that this book is really going to be a must read for you because he he is just such a lovable character. Like, I just want to give him a hug. Like, really love the way that he's so protective of his new family and how that is his absolute priority is to make sure that they are all good. And he also is just very optimistic as well. And that's something else that I feel like is just really special about this character is his optimism in even the most dire of situations. Something else about this book as well, as I mentioned earlier, even if you didn't play Jedi Fallen Order, you can still follow what's going on in this book very easily. Sam Maggs does a great job of dropping little pieces of information of the characters' pasts and what you need to know about them without feeling like you're getting a massive info dump of everything that you missed in the game. So you get the information that you need, but it doesn't feel like super tedious or anything like that. And that's always really nice when a writer is able to strike that balance. So that's my very general thoughts, kind of like a sneak peek for y'all of what you can expect going into this book if you're thinking about checking it out. And once the book is released, I will have a much more extensive review where I go through and explain more of my detailed thoughts. And I'll go through the plot details and all of that as I typically do in my reviews. Keep an eye out for that video where it's a more comprehensive look at the work and also my deeper thoughts about it as well once I'm able to talk spoilers. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you'll have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.